G'day. If you are dealing with any disc injury, L4, L5, any impingement, slipped discs, a niggle, or even sciatica, you aren't alone. I'm Steph and I'm a clinical Pilates instructor. I hold a diploma in injury prevention as well as rehab for your movement. In this playlist, you will find everything from the mat to the barrel and also on the reformer and other clinical apparatuses. You will find exercises safe for slipped discs, L4, L5 especially, any back niggles as well as tension release. We are at home, so you might see Rufus the golden retriever floating around in some spot. Although everything in the following session is evidence informed, it was recorded with a real situation, a real body. Let's respect the process. If you are working through an injury, pain management, or broaden your mobility and wanting to move through with more intelligence, you might have found this video at exactly the right moment. If it helps, please pass this on to someone else who may need it or has been talking about the same kind of niggle or the back pain that you've been talking about. I hope you find what your body needs here, not only in this playlist, but throughout the whole channel to keep showing up in your day-to-day. Let's get into a little bit of an assessment and then movement that's really going to nourish this L4, L5 disc impingement. This is exactly where it's showing up and this is exactly what it is. And then we can base the clinical movement around what the results were.
Yeah.
And they were an L4, L5 slip disc. Mm-hmm. When we're moving into exercise, that will actually help it. And like these injuries just can't be fixed overnight or anything like that. So it is a practice, and that's what we're here to kind of show you guys today is what exercises Tanya's been doing to then, what she said to me before was she had a couple of days that were
pain-free, which is
amazing.
First time in years.
So good, so good. Yeah, hallelujah to that for sure. And that's obviously the aim. The aim is it's to stack exercises into your regime that become a bit of a rehab practice that you can do at home that can actually help with long-term pain-free results. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into a bit of a mermaid stretch. So let's slip your right butt cheek into here. Mm-hmm. Keep facing everybody, and we're going to do mermaid on the barrel. I'm going to place this leg in here and then just try and flop this leg over the barrel. Nice, and relax this leg. Awesome. And then come up nice and straight and just take a couple of breaths. Good. Arms out by your side. Try and get nice and long through the inhale. Good. Exhale, plant that right hand. Reach that left arm to the sky. Beautiful. And we're starting to open up through our obliques. Nice, and then left arm reaches down to that left ankle, right arm reaches all the way up and over. Fun fact about obliques here, it actually takes the load off the lower back. So they work as stabilisers. They're kind of like your pockets of your corset of your torso. So especially in a disc injury, it's very important to gently and safely activate the obliques when doing recovery. And then we're going to start to find an articulation. All that means is just a nice bend and stretch of the spine. So as we reach all the way up, we can start to place our chest towards those ankles and see if that feels okay in the lower back.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good stretch.
Nice. And then reaching all the way around, both arms on that barrel, tiptoe your fingertips down all the way to the mat. And then I usually come in with a little bit of hands on assist here just to get a little bit of twist in that L4, L5. Feel okay? Mm-hmm. Nice. And then walk your hands one more step forward. Good. Breathe into the low back. Nice work. Beautiful. And then slowly tiptoe those hands back up. Take all the stretches you can on the way up. Good. Nice, and we're going to reach that right arm over. Nice, we're going to do a couple more each way, and we're going to take a pause on that next one. So articulate all the way down, walk all the way down. Nice, breathe. Yeah, for L4, L5, all that means is lumbar spine. Lumbar spine I always remember as lower spine, so L can stand for lower. Doesn't have to be super technical. It's just knowing the problematic area and then yeah, really finding exercise that benefits it and doesn't impinge it. So there is a little bit of a responsibility, there is a little bit of knowledge that goes behind the movement, and I guess that's what how it differs to fitness Pilates.
100%. I know you because I used to do like regular class Pilates.
Oh yeah, I'm brutal.
And when I injured, when I injured myself, my body could not do it. And that's why clinical has been my route to still having movement in my life.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you can do Pilates that is so modernized and fitness related, and it is such a different style to actual clinical, where we can be repairing joints, repairing areas of the body, and preventing injury. Good. Slowly tiptoe those hands halfway up the barrel. Good. Tuck the chin, look down at the barrel, and really push into this hand. Yeah. So if you're feeling a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a pull in the lower back, let me know. Mm-hmm. But it should feel like a really nourishing stretch.
Yeah, it's good.
Awesome. Good. And then on that final one, we're going to reach that right arm all the way over. So slowly start to peel it all the way up. Reach the right arm to the sky. Left arm can grab onto this ankle and really try and find a little bit of force here. So whether it's through that top arm, or you can reach down to your knee, whatever's available, and breathe into that side body. If you don't have a foam barrel at home, fair. You can always prop up your right glute with something just to get a little bit more in-depth stretch. Mermaid or merman can be done anywhere, anytime. Wherever you've got a bit of space, just to open up the rib cage, the obliques, and get an articulation through the spine, because we are going to be working in that lower back trunk area. Really great warm up. Nice. And then we're just going to start to roll down like you're peeling onto a book, and then arms come all the way out. Beautiful. And then reach as far up as you can. Nice. Feel okay?
Oh, so satisfying, actually.
Good. You can stay there for a minute. I'm just going to have a little lengthen of these legs. Try and lengthen the spine a little bit. On your roll up on the way up, you can shoot your hands over, reach for your toes with a bit of force. Tuck the chin. Good. And you can reach all the way over. Yeah, reach for those toes. Beautiful.
Doesn't it hurt when I get up on this? But if I do that at home on the floor, cannot.
Yeah.
It's amazing how different it feels with that.
It feels on the barrel. Yeah, and that's a really good point, because we are held by the barrel. It's got the exact kind of concave, what would it be called, structure to actually hold the body in all of our grooves. So like our low back is safe on this. Let's do another peel back or roll back. Tuck the chin. Yeah, nice and slow. Reach those arms all the way out and up. Good. We're also getting a little bit of shoulder opening here. It's going to feel great on that back. Any thoracic, like the thoracic, which is top of the spine, all our spine's connected. It's all connected into our pelvis, our hips. So if we are navigating an impingement down the lower back, we still want to be opening through our thoracic spine, our shoulders, the rest of our spine, and just getting a really fluid movement. Let's reach for those toes. And we're going to do one more roll back, peel back. If you don't have a barrel at home, we are going to do a variation on the mat. So I'm just going to put a little bit of weight through those arms if it feels okay. Nice. And then reach up, roll up to those toes. We are going to do the other side, mermaid, nice and lengthened through. And then when you're ready, left arm peels to the barrel, right arm reaches up for that mermaid. Beautiful. And then keeping that chest towards the front, let's reach all the way up and over. Left arm comes up. You can look up at your left pinky. Are you feeling tighter through this side today?
Always. Always tighter on that side.
It was already showing up prior to giving birth. So it was definitely something that was over time built. It wasn't just like there. Like it wasn't just an injury.
Correct. I've always been in pain.
Yeah.
It's just gotten worse. And that hinging over the bathtub was just my undoing.
Yeah. And it usually, like, when it's a built injury like that, it's just constant repetition in the same area that never gets rehabbed or healed properly, there it's just adding more tension, so it's a build-up. Even if you're a male and you've got slipped discs, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a postnatal injury. It's built over time, and then it's just the pressure valve releasing, which is the discs slipping. Let's pass the mic over. Tam, how's this feeling?
This is good. I'm happy. I'm in my element. My body's like, oh, movement, finally.
Next time your left hand's on the barrel, we're going to reach up and over, but bring your chest over the barrel and walk your hands all the way down. Beautiful. We're just going to take a nice little stretch. Might feel a little bit more like looser on this side. I can definitely feel it.
It actually does. I was about to say, why is it loose?
Yeah. And it's just the left-hand side of the body. Like, it just depends if you're constantly holding your baby on the left side, but then, you know, our left side can always be our underactive side if we're right side dominant. So there's so many different factors in lefts and rights. So that's why we aim to, in Pilates, do everything on each side to gain a little bit more symmetry in the body. It's not aiming for perfection, it's aiming for that practice evenly on each side. Nice. When you're ready, reach those arms all the way up and over. Find a twist this time. So let's look at the knees. Beautiful. You will really get, yeah, nice. Wow. Wow. I'm impressed of how tight your left side is.
Oh, so tight.
What you just saw there is something I consistently see in the clinical Pilates world. It's super important just to acknowledge that a slip disc is built up pressure over time. Think of it like a valve. When that pressure has nowhere to go, it releases and that disc herniates, slipping between the two vertebrae. In this case, it's L4, L5, the lower lumbar spine. This doesn't just happen to people who have had babies or been in an accident. I see it consistently in the gym, people who have different techniques in terms of deadlifts or rush into strength work. Romanian deadlifts are renowned for that, of course, but whoever trains hard over time, if the body isn't moving well through its full range, that pressure can build quite quickly, and then one day that valve releases. Tanya's lat, so her back muscle, I'll pop a diagram up so you know what I'm talking about, was holding significant tension today, and that tightness connects directly into the fascia around the L4 and the L5. Clinical Pilates works with the fascia, which is the tissue that, you know, wraps into the muscle. So layer by layer until the body has had enough. This is how the pain stacks, and then it has nowhere to go. So even if your rhomboids, which is your upper back, feel tight, it's because of the diagonal pain points where you're just about to see. This is where clinical Pilates comes to the party and stretches in certain places does wonders, and I hope the same for you. As I've mentioned before, like, pain works in diagonals.
So sore there.
Is it so sore there?
Yeah.
It's like my body's just like a magnet for like knowing where the tightness is. If this session helped you or added to your already capable recovery regime, save it. Come back to it. And if you don't come back to this video, I will not take it personally, because I'll sleep well knowing that this clinical movement helps you recover and will always allow you to tune into your body when you need it. That means I've done my job. That's what this is all about, making clinical Pilates accessible to you from your own home. Rehab isn't just a one and done session. It's showing up again and again until your body creates that awareness and those mind to muscle connections that can change everything, even the way we're feeling. That's the whole idea. If you know someone who's going through a similar journey, a slip disc, a post-surgical recovery, or even just a pain point that they keep talking about, please pass this on. Life does throw us left and right sometimes, and these sessions are here for them too. If this is the content you want to keep seeing, or if you're moving through something specific, drop it in the comments. Subscribe or head to the online community where live sessions and clinical advice can become unique to your circumstances. I'm Steph Kenny, a dedicated clinical Pilates instructor, here to help you keep showing up in your body and in your day-to-day. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one.